Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Module 6, Lesson 9. Here's our learning target for today. I can generate two number patterns from given rules, plot the points, and analyze the patterns. So today we're going to be looking at a rule. We're going to see if we can plot those points, and we're going to take a look at what impact that rule has on the shape of that line. Let's get started with problem number 1. Now, in front of you, you should have the Lesson 9 template that you picked up from school today. Please make sure that you complete both sides of it before turning it in tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to work on the side that says line L and line M. Now, these both follow a specific set of rules. Line L says y is 2 more than x. Now, this has given me the x coordinates that I need to use. And so now I just need to find the y coordinates to help out with that. So when x is 1, if y is 2 more than x, I need to add 2 to this. So y is going to be 3. As I'm writing, go ahead and fill this in with me. Y is going to be 3. So our coordinates are going to be 1, 3. When x is 5, y is 2 more. So y would be 7. So the coordinates will be 5, 7. When x is 10, y would be 12. And so our coordinates are 10, 12. And then when x is 15, y is 2 more. So y would be 17. Our coordinates are 15, 17. Now, for this one, all I need to do is plot the points. They should go in a straight line. So please plot these with me. 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, and finally 15, 17, I think is right there. And let's connect those with a straight line. Great, and let's label that line L. I'm going to go ahead and change colors. Let's take a look at the rule for line M. It's pretty similar, but there is a difference. It now says the rule is y is 5 more than x. So I have my same x coordinates, and we're going to see how it compares on our graph. So please follow along with me. When x is 0, y must be 5 because it's 5 more. So our coordinates are 0, 5. When x is 5, y must be 10. So the coordinates are 5, 10. When x is 10, y must be 15. 10, 15. And then when x is 15, y must be 20. So it's 15, 20. Let's go ahead and plot those. 0, 5, 5, 10, 10, 15, and 15, 20. Let's go ahead and draw a straight line that connects those two. And let's label this one line M. What are some things that you notice if I were to ask you to compare and contrast line M and line L? What do you notice about these two lines? What similarities do they have and what differences do they have? So one thing I noticed is that these two lines, it seems like they go in the same direction, which means that they are parallel. They are never going to touch because right here, they are 3 units apart. Here they are also 3 units apart, and here they are 3 units apart again. So they will always maintain that same distance going in the same direction. But a difference that I notice is that they don't go through the same points. It's almost like line M is the same as line L, but it's shifted up. Go ahead, turn your paper over. Let's do something similar with problem number 2. Okay, now in problem 2, we have some new rules, but they're a little bit different. This time we're not adding to x, we're actually multiplying x. So the rule says y is x times 2. So what that means is that for any number of x that I choose, y is going to be 2 times as much. So for this one, and actually for both rules, I'm going to choose 0, 1, 3, and 4. So go ahead and see if you can find the y values every time we have an x value. So for example, when x is 0, 0 times 2 is 0, so the y value would also be 0. Go ahead and try that now. Now that we've done that, we actually have our y values, our coordinates, and our graph. So go ahead and make sure that you graph your line. Let's take a look and see how that is affected when we have a slightly different rule. The rule for line Q is y is x times 3. So just like last time, the rule is similar, but the number is changed. It's not x times 2, it's x times 3. Again, let's use our numbers 0, 1, 3, and 4, and see if you can find the y value for these x values. Once you've done that, go ahead and draw your line and see how it compares to line P. I'm going to go back. I'm going to label this line P. Go ahead and draw your line after you have plotted your points. Okay, so now that we have seen what line Q looks like, I'm noticing some differences now. These lines are actually not parallel. They meet at 0, 0. And I wonder why that is. Well, in the last one, we were adding to x, but in this one, we are multiplying. Go ahead and share what you think is happening here and why you think that these lines don't look the same as the problems in the last, or as the lines in the last problem. And there you have it. That was lesson 6.9. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you next time.